Have you ever wondered how, when on holiday in the Mediterranean, eating in restaurants, they get that calamari nice, crispy and golden? Well, today I'm going to show you how to do it at home. Today I'm making my version of Fritto Misto with crispy calamari and juicy king prawns, lightly coated and fried until perfectly golden. Now, I might be being a little presumptuous, but I'm pretty sure if you've been to the Mediterranean, certainly Greece or Italy, you will have tried deep fried calamari. It is an absolute staple and delicious. And if you haven't been to the Mediterranean, I'm pretty sure you've been to an Italian restaurant and had some pretty decent crispy calamari. And today we're going to go through it step by step so you can see how easy it is to recreate at home. So we're going to start with our fish. And as I said in the montage there, we're using king prawns and also some squid. Now, most people will go to the supermarket and buy a squid not like that. You might buy it already in squid rings. I did a video a couple of weeks ago, my seafood paella, and I meant to show you then. I forgot to do it, so today I haven't chopped it up. Thank you to Ron Fowler and Sons, our fishmongers here in Bookham, for the marvellous fish. If you can, guys, please support your local fishmonger. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with this squid, and it is a bit of a beast, and I'm going to show you how we prepare it. So what we want to start with is the tentacles here. Before I do that, of course, if you are buying this from a fishmonger, they will do this for you, but that is part of the fun. So here, this should just pull out. And we don't want all of this. What we want is these nice tentacles, but here you've got the eyes. This is where most people say, oh, actually, I don't want to eat squid anymore. I've now seen it as a whole thing. But trust me, this is what you eat if you eat deep fried calamari. And we want to take it off just below the eyes. So that's the bit we're going to use in our deep fried calamari. This bit here, all the gubbins there, we don't want that, so I'm going to get rid of that. And with these tentacles, what I just tend to do is sort of cut it in half, he says, like that. So you've got a few sort of bits of tentacles, depending on the size of the squid you've got, but everyone loves the tentacles. That's it. So we've got some nice tentacles there. Let's move that to one side. Next, with our main part of the squid, and on here you've got a couple of wings. What we want to do is take those off. We are going to use those. Same with the other one. Right. And then in here, you've got like a cartilage or bone type structure here. We don't want that, obviously. You don't want to be chewing through that. And then literally with this, we're just going to cut it into the squid rings that we all know and see and no doubt have eaten. I like to do mine quite thin. They cook a little bit quicker, plus the fact they're less likely to go chewy. Almost there now. You know, I did one of these the other day and there was a whole fish inside this part of the squid. I couldn't believe it. That's it. I suppose the squid's got to eat too, hey? Right, and with those wings, what I do is I just slice these nice and thinly. Again, if you want yours a bit thicker, you could do it that way if you want to, but thinner for me is definitely the way to go. That's it. So that's all done. Next is our prawns, and here I've got some shelled, deveined king prawns. Now, traditionally, places like Italy, they will fry these prawns in the mix with their shell and head on and everything. I'm not a big fan of it, which is why I always go for the peeled ones. Now, these have, as I say, been deveined, but what I like to do is just cut these a little bit more down the middle here. Basically, I find you just get more surface area that's going to go crispy, and then you end up with something that resembles that. And once all your fish is prepped, we're then ready to move on to our dredging mix. Now here I've just got plain flour, I've got 150 grams. Now this is plenty for the amount of fish we're doing today. Obviously you're going to need to up these quantities if you're cooking more prawns or more squid. The amount I'm doing today should feed 3 to 4 people, and I tell you what, it's so economical. It comes in for under a £5. I don't know anywhere you could get a Fritto Misto for under a £5 for 4 people. If you know somewhere, please do let me know, because I'll be giving it a try. Next to that is corn flour, 50 grams. So 150 of the plain, 50 of the corn flour, and here a tablespoon of baking powder. We want to season it up with a little bit of salt and pepper, quite a bit of salt and pepper to be fair, a couple of good pinches. And of course, I love my cracked black pepper, so I'm going to go in with a fair old amount of it. That looks good. Just give it a little shimmy around, and literally you're going to get your seafood and we're going to plonk it straight in there. Guys, don't use egg. I've seen people use egg. Do not be tempted to put an egg on here as binder. It really doesn't need it. And the egg will make this almost a bit chewy, a bit rubbery, the batter. It makes it more of a batter-like consistency than a traditional Mediterranean style, which literally is the flours and the way we've just done it. So please don't put the egg in it. And I've also seen people who make a batter and do it that way, which is, to me, a bit Captain Bird's Eye, if you like. I think that's the sort of way they would do theirs. It's more of a batter than a dredging. Make sure all of this is really well coated. And that is us done there. Perfect. Okay, so I'm using a deep fat fryer today. If you haven't got a deep fat fryer, that's fine. Just use a pan with a couple of inches of vegetable oil is what I'm using, or sunflower oil work equally as well. I've got my basket loaded in, and we're just going to drop in the calamari first. So the air fryer is set to 180. We're just going to drop some of these in. I don't want to overcrowd it. And these are going to take about a minute and a half to cook. Okay, that is my second batch. Look at those bad boys and listen to this. Nice and crispy, no sogginess there. I'm just going to drain those off and add them to my first batch. Get as much oil off them as possible. Obviously just loading them in here. I've got some kitchen roll in there to drain them off. We're going to lower that back in, and then I'm just going to go straight in with our prawns. Give those about another minute. And while they're cooking, it gives us an opportunity to make up our cheats aioli. Some of you may know my wife is allergic to eggs, so I never make my own mayonnaise. I use this vegan Hellmann's mayonnaise, which seems to work a treat. She likes it anyway. So I'm just going to put some in a bowl. I also do serve this with a marinara sauce, very American. I do have a recipe for that, and it should appear up here now. So if you want to check that out, it goes perfectly with these as well. Into that mayonnaise, grate in a little bit of lemon zest. Oh, just lifts this nicely. And then to that, a little bit of lemon juice. Just a good squeeze. And then, where's my garlic there? Just grate a little bit of garlic in there. Not too much, probably half a clove for the amount I'm making. Get that off. And then just give that a good little stir around. Mix it all together. Got myself another little bowl here. And just transfer it in there. And there is a very simple cheats aioli. Right, let's check on these prawns. Oh yeah, look at those. Again, nice and crispy. Right, let's drain those off. Oh, they look fantastic. Cannot wait to tuck into those, that is for sure. So just got myself a little board here, and what I do is obviously just get involved. I'm gonna pile a load up on here. Again, family style, this is what we would normally just put in the middle of the table. Everyone dig in. Let's scatter some of these prawns around as well. The wind is picking up. Hopefully it won't blow any of my seafood away. Just dart those prawns around. Yeah, that's it. A bit more of that calamari. Look, there's loads of it. Absolutely loads of it. Where are you going to get a portion like that? I think that would definitely feed 4 people easily. And the last few bits there on the top, let's pile it high. There we have it. We're going to finish it off just with a little pinch of sea salt, a little bit of parsley, of course. You know I like my little flourish of parsley, and I'm going to put a touch more on there because the wind's sort of blowing it off my fingers, and just a couple of wedges of lemon there either end. And there we have it. My Mediterranean style deep fried calamari and king prawns, or Fritto Misto. Let's give it a whirl. And guys, people do add vegetables to it as well. I've had it in Italian restaurants in Puglia and places like that where they'll actually put a few veggies in there. Fennel is really nice, so you could do exactly the same with fennel. A little bit of veg in there as well, entirely up to you. Right, let's see how crispy this calamari is. Hopefully you'll be able to pick it up on the mic. Very crispy. No sogginess here whatsoever. We've all been there. We've all been to a restaurant, had calamari and say, oh, it's not as nice as the one we had the other week at so and so and so forth. no doubt it's because that person used egg and it just ruins it for sure. Right, let's get a prawn. Let's try one of those. I'm going to dip it into our Cheats aioli as well. They are a little bit special. What I like with the prawns, cutting them the way we did and fanning them out, you just seem to get more of a prawn, much more crispiness on there, because obviously we've got more dredging on there as well. That is excellent. I've got to have one last piece of calamari, because my son is waiting over there, and this will go fast. Excellent. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. And I hope that you can see how easy it is to make this restaurant classic at home yourself. It really is a cinch and really cost effective. You can see how much is there. And as I say, this came in at under a fiver. Obviously, there's a lot of oil there. And vegetable oil isn't that cheap at the moment. I think it's about £8 for a big one. But I'll use that probably a good 8 to 10 times cooking various different stuff. So actually, overall, it's still really economical. Guys, that's it from me for today. I really appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please also like, share, comment. Got one of those hype buttons? I'd really appreciate one of those. I'll put all of the details of today's Fritto Misto down below in the description as always. And all that's left for me to say is until next time, it's cooking good.